This is an old junkyard. Old GMC up there. I got my eyes on. They're selling these complete here. We keep getting deeper into this yard. Everything's getting older and older and older. I could see rocking that truck. That's pretty sweet. Old Bel Air. That one didn't make it. I don't know if these are Camaros or Trans Ams. Not schooled well enough. There's a whole lineup of them there. A whole shitload of them. See a Pontiac on that one, so we got Trans Ams for sure. Then another old Bel Air here. Again with a bunch of the trim, molding and stuff. El Camino. Thought I saw an old Ford sitting over here. Old Thunderbird, which is kind of what we're after. If that's it right there. That's an Impala. Shit. It tricked me. The headlights tricked me. I just saw a glimpse of it from the front. That deck lid's real similar too. Crap old. Oh man, this is just kind of cool to step in the old time machine. See these guys out here. An old Impala. Got a bunch of old Impalas out here. Actually after these little Fords here, see what's in there. There's an old Bird. Yep, wouldn't you know it. Gonna have to dig her out, see what we got under it. Then looking under Galaxies, they all got the wrong rear ends in them. There's a Cordoba, that's gonna do me no good, but I'll get to digging. Oh, Fairlane, another Bel Air, another Fairlane. I wish I was better at identifying these things, but yeah, it says Dynaflow on it, super. This must be a supercar, but it's fairly complete, man. That's a pretty sweet looking car. I'm guessing Buick just because of these guys up here. Little portals that they kind of had. Check out this hood ornament, man. That's sweet. Obviously the chrome's shot on that bad boy, but these things are just beautiful. I ain't gonna swear to it, but I think I'm looking at old Studebaker here. It's been parceled out. I think we might have found an old convertible Thunderbird. Hard to identify, there's so much of it missing, but you know, that might give it away there. Little Thunderbird on the valve cover, so we might have just found something cool there. Old Bronco, love to have one of them. Oh, how much fun would that be? That one's for Alchemist Layer, International Scout. Don't know how complete that is. Looks like she's just sitting on the frame, but that might be the rear end there. I don't know. I don't know much about the Internationals at all, but I'd bet you that's the rear end for it. Let me know if you need anything. Wow. I haven't seen a Beetle in a junkyard in forever. That one over there actually has an engine and a rear end. This one's got the transmission in it. Tom. This is independent rear suspension back here and over there. So these are both IRS transaxles. Don't know what they want, but I'll find out. That one must be a Super Beetle. It's got the Bilsteins up front. I can't see that one over there. All my airbrush artist friends. Dave's Custom, pay close attention. There he is. I don't know if that's Mr. Marley or someone else, but appears he's smoking a little blunt there. So yeah, some good works. Shame to see it go to waste. I called it wrong. I thought this was the old Dodge. Still pretty cool though. The wanna be a van but wanna be a truck kind of thing. It's actually fairly complete. I think it's missing the tailgate, but you never know. Might be sitting underneath it or something. You could make one out of that tailgate. Just wouldn't look right. Old gas cans. Alright, time to get to work. There it is. Get some! That's loose now, finally. Jesus Christ. Whew. Yeah, these cars were all in a flood back in '93. Buried up to something. Yep. 6 hours later in the dust and dirt here, high noon sun. Yeah, we got it. Hopefully she works. A little bit dry, a lot of sauce.
Yeah.
What do you think? No good?
That whole thing's fucking froze up.
I don't like that at all.
Hurts my peggies.
Of course. Starting to loosen up just a little. Come on, go, you bastard. Get nice and loose. Well, she's starting to turn. You getting full turns out of her?
Not quite yet.
Starting to lock up right there.
Right there. Right there.
Right there. All right. Well, getting close. Little hammer, little dance, a little gear oil in your pants. There it is. She's free and clear. So we're gonna soak it in some diesel fuel, maybe get all the garbage out of it, but that got the big chunks right there. So there was one bad spot on the pinion where it was rusted sort of to the ring, and once we got that broken free and sort of hammered it through there, I'm going to say half a dozen, maybe a dozen times, it finally all of a sudden you could see all the rust break free, and now it's spinning good. That means the bearings sound good.
The antler ain't dickered.
There we go, it ain't dickered. Didn't gibble her. Diesel. Oh, come on, diesel. Yeah, oh, a little extra. Come on, baby. So, by our count, we have 39 on the ring and 13 on the pinion, which makes for a flat 3-0 ratio. It's turning nice and free. The hitch and the giddy up feels like it's gone. So I'm sure that was just, you know, some little rust burrs and things like that. So the metal all looks real good, cleaned up all right. You know, you can kind of get a good look at the gears there. The handful of them right there at the top were kind of rusty, so we sandpapered them a little bit, took off the lumps. There's a little pitting in there and whatnot, but it feels like they're going pretty free. I don't know if you can see it or not, but every once in a while in there, if you guys can see, there's a missing tooth. Don't know if that's because it's a limited slip or what it is. I think you can see one right, hang on, right there is the double, you know, it's just sort of a big open spot. But it is a 28 spline. I'm sitting here thinking backwards, a 3.0 should be good for highway speeds, but not good for drag racing. But I did want to take a look at the other one. Everybody's been asking questions about this one, asking if it's a nodular, an end stamp, or whatever. Let's take a look at it. It's definitely got a lot of webbing on it. Maybe we gotta clean some dirt off of it. There looks like there might be something there, but I don't see a big end stamped on it. But it might be. We don't know. But Scott thinks it's just a war. So it is. It has a WAR. There we go. WAR 4025 stamped on it. So I don't know what that means. Well, there it is right there. It's either an L or a 7. This is right side up, if you will. So this is the top of the case. But it looks like a number 7. But if you flipped it upside down, it'd look like a number L. So I don't know if there's any other places for markings. I didn't see any, but that's what I cleaned up. So anyhow, yeah, there's a good look at the old pumpkin there. So I've had a couple people ask about it. Well, it ain't exactly barbecue, but we got it marinating in a nice pool of off-road ruby red. Hopefully it looked like the first fill up there, you know, with it standing on end. It was loosening up a bunch of cack in there. So we'll let her soak for another half hour, 45 minutes like this, and we'll flip her over so that bearing gets a little juice. The ring gear will get a little more juice. A little more for Minister Santacles. Yep. A Again, still not sure what we got. We got this out of a 60-something Galaxy, I think. I misidentified that car because of the valve covers. But this appears to be, both sides are spinning the same way. I'm not sure if that means it's a locker. I don't know, or a limited slip or something. It seems like there's something different about it, but I don't know. I know everybody out there knows more than I do about these things. Alright, the final act of defiance. Gonna just totally degrease the whole thing. Hopefully if there's any funky metal or anything, get her out of there. I think the plan is now, you know, run it for 100 miles or a couple hundred miles, you know, so if anything's gonna come loose, and then drain her out, and then fill her up and forget about it till it breaks, which hopefully won't be till I'm dead. Give it to me, Scott.
Don't let your meat low.